What's going on, guys? What is going on? Welcome. This is my first live chat on this channel. Actually, I had to go live on this one. This is kind of like this news surprised me. I did a vlog on this earlier about Montana Lemonious-Craig, and I was just saying that he had a really great spring game, and I had said to myself, you know, that team that was 1-11, 1-10, whatever it was, you know, the one person I thought, because I've been watching the practices and stuff like that, the behind the scenes, I said, this guy right here is going to stay. This guy is a baller, actually. And he went to Florida with Shedeur Sanders and worked out. It was Shedeur Sanders, Jimmy Horn Jr., Lemonious-Craig, and the what do you call it? The quarterback coach for Shedeur. They was in Florida working out together. I thought they had good chemistry, and which you need for quarterback and receivers and stuff like that. So this kind of like this kind of blindsided me, because I'm like, there's no way Coach Prime letting him go. But there was a moment in the game, I can't remember who posted. Was it Well Off Media? I believe it was either Well Off Media or Reach the People Media. It was a moment in the game when Coach Prime had his arm around Lemonious-Craig, and he was talking to him. I wonder what they were talking about. Did he say, hey, bro, you balled out and good luck to you? Did he say that? I don't know. That's why I'm asking the question, did Coach Prime did he already have knowledge of this? I don't think so, because Shedeur seemed like he was blindsided. And I'm looking at his Instagram. He posted, you know, the photo on his Instagram saying thank you, you know, to the university, you know, the whole spiel. But he left his comments off. He don't have his comments on, so no one could comment, you know, under his post or whatever. So I don't know if something pissed him off. If it was something that pissed him off, if it's something small, that could be rectified and through a meeting or a conversation. I think he's a very important receiver, man. That's like, it's kind of hard for them to let him go. But obviously, you know, this is modern day college football. And the transfer portal make it easy for the players to just leave, you know. But he has talent, so he's going to get picked up almost immediately. I don't know if he already know where he wants to go, but I think he's a California guy, right? I could see him going to UCLA. I mean, he has that type of talent to where he can go to UCLA or wherever he want to go. And it's crazy, man. I'm sure we'll hear more about it tomorrow. Now, some of the news outlets are already reporting this. 247 Sports, they already posted here 78 minutes ago that Colorado wide receiver Montana Lemonious-Craig to enter the transfer portal after monstrous spring game performance. So even they're saying here, what do they say? What else they saying? He confirmed. Okay, it says here, Montana Lemonious-Craig is entering the transfer portal. He confirmed with 247 Sports on Sunday night. Let me stop right there, because there was another guy that went live. I can't remember the name of the channel, but he was like, we don't have confirmation of this. I'm like, well, we do have confirmation. I mean, he posted on his Instagram. And it's his real Instagram. It's not like his Instagram was taken over. So it is been confirmed. But 247 Sports said Sunday night, his decision comes just one day after a dominant spring game performance that saw him catch 3 passes for 154 yards and 2 scores. A bulk of the numbers came from a 98-yard hookup between he and Buffalo's quarterback Shedeur Sanders. Lemonious-Craig spent 3 seasons at Colorado. 34 catches for 497 yards and 5 touchdowns. He was one of the lone bright spots for the Buffaloes last season, as he hauled in 23 catches for 359 yards and 3 touchdowns. Let me see did he give a reason? He was a member of the class of 2020. He hails from Southern California and committed to the Buffaloes over the likes of Auburn, BYU, and others. His showing on Saturday could have elevated his stock, as he showed an ability to jump for balls with his 6'2" frame. Following the spring game, Shedeur Sanders mentioned Lemonious-Craig as a player that stepped up when detailing his connection with the dual position star, Travis Hunter. Now, he didn't give a reason. Let's see. He didn't give a reason for why. Maybe he just want to change. It's all good. I mean, he's been there for a while. So, but I just want to say it has been confirmed. He also told 247 Sports he's transferring, and he put it on his Instagram. So I forget the name of that person that went live. He was like, everybody's jumping the gun. No, we're not jumping the gun. He's leaving. But I had said before in another video that me personally, if it was me, if I had intentions on leaving, I would leave after the spring game, because I would want to have some film and display my talents as best I can in front of ESPN and in front of the whole nation, because people were watching. A lot of teams were watching because they're curious about Coach Prime and what he's doing with the team, how the team is looking. So a lot of people were watching this game, and it was nationally televised. So, of course, I would have played that game. So maybe that was his intentions. Let me play this game. Let me do well, and let me show out. And then that's momentum going into the next team. So that's smart, actually. And the decision is his alone. If he's not happy with his position at Colorado, then I don't blame him. I'm not knocking him for leaving. And I'm going to tell you why. And I'm not down in Coach Prime, because I have a lot of respect for Coach Prime and what he did at Jackson State. I liken him to a motivator, more, moonlighting as a college coach. Yeah, I liken him to a motivator, motivational speaker, moonlighting as a college coach. He's different. He's not your regular coach. And I'm going to say another thing about the way the team looks right now, because somebody else, there's a lot of people hating on him. And when you have those type of credentials and that stature, yeah, the hate is coming. The hate just come with it. But like I said, I have nothing but respect for Coach Prime. I've been literally following him since when he was playing at Florida State. I was a kid then, but he was playing at Florida State. I'm a huge Florida State fan. A good friend of mine, he passed away. He was a huge Florida State fan as well. We went to a few Florida State games. We just huge Florida State fans. And, since the days of Deion Sanders, Warwick Dunn, Charlie Ward, those type of players. But Deion Sanders is like one of the best to come out of Florida State. Follow him all throughout the NFL, his whole campaign. And here recently what he did with Jackson State. And how the reason why Jackson State was winning like that, it was because of him. All because of him. He even, I believe he pays money out of his pocket to build that facility, that training facility that they have right now. He paid money out of his pocket. He also paid money out of his pocket during that water crisis. A lot of people don't talk about that. He went out of his pocket. He didn't have to do that, but he did it anyway because he lives up to a certain standard, and he want those young men to live the same way. And also he got with Michael Strahan and got them nice suits to wear to games. And these are all the little things that he has done that they don't often talk about. You hear them talk about when he left Jackson State, he left Jackson State. He left them in a bind. No, he did not leave them in a bind, because the coach that they have now, they're in good hands. And so I started following him at Jackson State. And to be quite honest with you, I wasn't even really into college football prior to that. I had just fell off. I just stopped watching sports. But when he was at Jackson State, I started following again up until now. So I got a lot of respect for him. But the only thing I don't agree with, this is the only thing I don't agree with. When he addressed the team for the first time, and he said, I got people coming, got my Louis luggage coming. He probably was doing too much there, in my opinion. It's a very stressful situation for those student athletes, because first of all, the coach that they had last year is no longer there. He got fired, and a new coach came in pretty much telling them if they're not living up to his standards, they're gone. And their scholarships is on the line. Some of them are on scholarships, so they got a lot riding on it. Not everybody is good enough to hit that portal and get another assignment somewhere else. So it's a lot riding on it. But it was one thing that he does have. There's a clause there in the bylaws. So let's say if you're not going to make the team, right? Because he could only carry 85 scholarships. You can still attend the university, but you can't play football, but you'll still be on scholarship. Right? So for those people, for those football players that are just, there for their education, which you're supposed to be, and they know they're not going to make the NFL, and they just want a free scholarship, they'll still get it, but they're just not going to play. And I was watching some of the practices, his oldest son, give us kind of a glimpse into the behind the scenes of their practices. Now, to be fair, I don't see the whole practice in its entirety. But what I do see is, I just get the feeling is no matter what, let's say if they don't want you there, is no matter how hard you're going to work, if they feel like you're not cutting them, living up to their standards, you're not going to make the team regardless. So maybe some of the players felt that way. Then they're under a lot of pressure because they he's bringing people in, and I got to worry about my scholarship. I want to still be there. It's a lot of stress, and it happens when you just happen to be at a university when a new coach come in. Obviously, he's going to bring his personnel with him, and he's going to recruit, and it possibly will take your position. But maybe some of them couldn't handle the stress. And he often said, if you can't handle it, you don't belong here. I don't necessarily agree with that. The thing is, everybody handles stress differently. If you're a good player, you should be able to stay on the team if you're that good. But oftentimes with these coaches, they like to bring people in, and they're looking to replace you, especially if they didn't recruit you. So a lot of these players, man, I think they all talked or whatever, and they all decided they wanted to leave because coach said in the press conference that these players just left the team. They quit. That's what he said in the press conference. He said he didn't have nothing to do with it. He said that was their decision. They just didn't want to play. They just left. Now, there's two sides to the story. There's always two sides to the story. His side, their side, and the truth. Well, there's three sides. I don't know the player side. I don't know what they were feeling. But whatever, if they wanted to hit the portal, let them hit the portal and go somewhere else. I'm not mad at them or anything. I'm not knocking them. Well, I'm not knocking them, especially Lemonious-Craig. It just hit me by surprise because I thought he was one of the players that was going to stay. That, really satisfied the coaches there. I thought he was the one. But maybe he was feeling something different. Or maybe he just wanted to change. And another thing is the NIL. That's also changed the game. And I'm all for NIL. I think the players should get paid, off their name, image, likeness. I think they should. But here's the problem with that. You might go to another program where they're throwing money at you that Colorado can't do. That's a huge advantage that some of these bigger programs have. Like if you're a college student, right? You don't have no money to your name, but you're good enough to go to Alabama, and they're offering all this NIL money to you. Where do you think you're going to go? And, Coach Prime said, I'm not promising you anything, especially with NIL and stuff. I'm promising that, you'll get a good experience here, but we're not promising you anything. As opposed to another program that's throwing money at you. There was a story where I forget the quarterback's name. It's a high school quarterback. He was offered like $1 million a year or something like that. I can't remember what college it was. But when he found out that he wasn't going to get it, he backed off on his offer. He's going somewhere else. Could you imagine that? Like offering, he hasn't even proved himself yet. It's one thing to be good in high school, but once you get to the college level, things might be different. You might not be the same. Why offer him all that money? You see, what's the other quarterback? What is his name? Arch Manning, right? I saw his practice, and he was just average. He didn't even win the starting position, even though he's a freshman. But he's not even going to be the starter. He's getting over $7 million a year, and it's just because of his name, the hype around his name, and you just imagine the pressure he might be feeling. The pressure on his name. He didn't even play that well. He did okay, but not enough to start. And I wasn't surprised anyway. Yeah, he was lighting it up in high school and stuff, but, what competition did he have? But it was his name, the hype surrounding his name. It's the same thing if Tom Brady's son play. He is playing, but if he, playing in high school, he's going to get a lot of hype because of the name. But it doesn't mean that he's going to be good on the next level. He has the potential to be, but sometimes people need a couple years to grow into their game, so. But yeah, man, this NIL thing is this portal, this transfer portal, the NIL is just the new football now. New era of college football. It's not the same anymore. Back in the day, you could transfer and all of that. It's not. That's nothing new. But the NIL put a little bit of it makes it more interesting now. But I just want to say that Montana Lemonious-Craig, he's a man. He made his decision on his own, and I'm just curious. I'm gonna be following his situation to see where he landed, where he ends up. I have a suspicion that he might stay in the Pac-12. Since he's a California guy, I could see him going to UCLA, or I don't know about USC. Maybe I could see UCLA. Since he's a college guy, he might want to go back home. But yeah, man, this is my first live on this channel. I got another channel as well, Max V World Media. That's my older channel. So I'm not new to the vlogging stuff. It's just that I wanted to start a channel highlighting a moment in time where Coach Prime is taking over as the head coach at Colorado, coming from a HBCU. He's the first HBCU coach to take on a Power 5 job. Well, not take on a Power 5 job, to be the head coach of a Power 5. That's what I meant. You said he did good, but it was against the second string defense. Oh, okay. You said him and Shador were having words after the touchdown. Oh, I didn't see that. What video did you you said he and Shador was having words after the touchdown catch? Yeah, I didn't. You know what? I got to go back and check that if they had words. I didn't know. Maybe it was something recent, I guess, that that made him like, you know what, I'm leaving. And another thing is, I'm not saying that this is happening. I'm not saying this is happening. They got to be careful with favoritism, showing favoritism there. They got to be careful with that, because I'm just speaking for myself. If I had the son that played there, if I had a son there, I'm like, listen, this is a team sport. It wasn't just my son's fault they won one game. It's a team sport. And if I feel like they showing favoritism, see, here's the thing. I believe that the best men should play. I believe that. I'm old school. I believe in earning everything. I'm okay with the numbers being taken away. I'm okay with that. And I'm okay with people earning their numbers. I'm okay with that as well. But if there's but I do see it. From what I see, and like I said, I'm not trying to throw shade on the team, because like I said, I like the team. I like Coach. You know what I'm saying? I love what he's doing. But it seemed like there's favoritism there. That's what it seems like. Which is like that in every it's nothing new anyway. It's like that in every team. You know, when I was playing, the coach had favorites. But I'm going to tell you what it did, though. It divided the locker room. It did. Because when I got on the field, I said, okay, that's his favorite. I'm going to make sure I try to knock his head off. I'm going to make sure. I remember one time I was playing and I got chewed out for something. And the star player, he never get chewed out. And I said, okay, well, I'm going to take it out on his ass on that practice field. And I did. And then put it this way, we both had blood on our uniform at the end of the game. I was that pissed. And then I got chewed out for hitting him. I'm like, listen, what are we supposed to do? Like, we all got pads on. We supposed to be tackling. So what is the problem? He said, well, you hit him in the head. I didn't hit him in the head. I didn't hit him in the head. But, I mean, I don't know if I can't remember that. It's been so many years, but they got the point. They got the point. And it divides the locker room. We all know Shador is going to play. We all know Shador is going to be the starter, no matter what. And that's okay. I mean, for that position, but for the other positions, we know he favors Travis Hunter. We know that. Travis Hunter is a 5-star. He recruited Travis Hunter out of high school. Travis Hunter was supposed to go to Florida State. But what happened was Travis flipped and went with Coach Prime to Jackson State. It happens all the time, you know, players flip. And Travis, obviously, he followed him to Colorado. So for sure, he's going to show Travis Hunter some favoritism. But my question is, do they yell at Travis Hunter in practice like they do the rest of the people? Because I see some of the coaches cussing and all this stuff at the people like they can't do no right. Listen, I'm going to say this. I understand that coaching because I came up under that, where the coaches cussing and berating you and all that stuff. But I'm here to tell you, this is a new type of player. They're not going to go for it. But I know when I was playing, that's just how it was. But do you do the same for Shador and Travis and them? Do you cuss at them? If you don't, you guys got a divided locker room. And it's no surprise that some of the players walked out the way they did. And this is something, I'm saying this because I'm just being real. This is not a channel where they can't do no wrong. I'm just going to tell it how I see it. Okay? I'm going to tell it how I see it. Hey, what's up, Cheryl C? What's up, Matthew? Yeah, they already said it. Kermani McLean is going to play both offense and defense. He wants to, like Travis is doing. So they can sub them out interchangeably. And they're both pretty fast. My only knock on them is they're a little bit skinny. They need a little bit more meat in their bones, because have you guys seen, now, like I said, like I've seen wide receivers and players in the past, they're small and it didn't make a difference. Like Dave Meggett, I'm old, like Dave Meggett, they used to play for the New York Giants. He was small, but he was strong though. He had meat on his bones. Santana Moss, the same thing. These guys need meat on their bones. Let me tell you something. I don't know who the nutritionist is. They need to hit the plates and the weights. Okay, because I don't know if you guys have seen USC practice. I don't know if you guys have watched their practice. These guys look like NFL players. That's how big they are. Now you imagine a linebacker finding Travis Hunter coming up the seam and hit him. It's going to be a problem. But we'll see what happens when the season comes. Kermani McLean is skinny as well. He needs some meat on his bones. The team look a little bit small. I understand that the team is not set yet. You will start to see midsummer the team. You're gonna start to see the players, the roster fill up by midsummer. You're gonna start to see some more people leaving, some more people coming in. I would say by what are we at? April. Let me see. April, May, June. The end of June and July. You're gonna start break before training camp start. You're gonna see all the players there. They also have a player coming in from Kent State. He's not there yet. He didn't play in the spring game. He's not there. But he reminds me of Richie Incognito. He's an NFL lineman. Hey, Chantel, you found me. He's an NFL lineman. Just to let you guys know, he's an NFL lineman. He will be in the NFL, or he will get a shot at it. If you don't know who Richie Incognito is, he looks just like Richie Incognito. They look like twins, actually. And Richie Incognito went on to play in the NFL. He had that, you might have remembered him from, he had that incident where he was bullying a player. And it was a whole big thing on that when he played with the Dolphins. But, so the team is not set. The team will get a little bigger by June, mid-July, because the players are already be in school. Well, coming back off their summer break. They'll be there. And then you're going to have some players coming in to work out in the summer sessions. So you're going to start to see a new look in the team by the next practices. It's going to be more players that hit the transfer portal. You're going to have more players hit the transfer portal. That's the way it is. And you're going to have some players they're going to want to stay. And I guess for them, the more players that hit the transfer portal, the better, because that opens up the scholarships. Because remember, Coach Prime can only carry 85 players on scholarship. Now, for those that don't make the team, as long as they don't play football, there's a clause there that they can still go to school on scholarship, but they just can't play. But as far as the season is concerned, he can only carry 85 players. And right now they had about 90 something. But that, and probably, look, and the last video I said they had 99 players, right? They're down again. They don't have 99 players now. They damn near probably have close to 89 players. So the numbers are constantly updating. So they need to get down to 85. And also they're bringing players in. I think he got at least, in my opinion, he's probably going to have at least 30 to 40 players coming in. So that's why I'm saying to people that the team looks small and they look like they need a lot. They have a lot of players coming in. And trust me, he knows how to build a team. He knows exactly what he's doing because I saw him do it at Jackson State. He know exactly what he's doing on how to get, because I seen a lot of players leave Jackson State when he first took over. I'm talking the first year he took over, a lot of players left. When I tell you like half the team left. Half the team left. Okay, when he first took over. It was like he literally just cleaned house. And then next thing you know, all these players just came in out of nowhere. JUCO players. I mean, he found JUCO players. He found players from other colleges. I'm telling you, watch, you'll see by July. You're going to be like, who the hell are these players? And how the hell this team get so damn big? You'll see. He did it. He's done it already. And not only has he done it already, he started winning. So he knows exactly how to win. He knows exactly what he needs, and he knows exactly how to win. This is his philosophy. First thing, I got to get the coaches in. Just like Sal Sinceri, Coach Sinceri, he's known throughout the NFL. I mean, he coached at Alabama. He got him on the team. So look, he got the young coaches in, right? And I think the Kent State coach that transferred in as the offensive coordinator, he was the head coach, right? So he got the coaches. So now what he got to focus on, which he probably already addressed, is just that the players didn't enroll yet. They're on their way though. He had to fix that offensive line. That's the first thing, because you need to establish a running game. Not only that, you got to protect Shedeur. So you need an offensive line, 300 pounds or better. Trust me, they're coming. He probably, see, that's why he's not saying anything. That's why he's having a good time. He already know the personnel is coming. So he needs to address the offensive line. He needs a USC, UCLA caliber offensive line. He already knows that. So he's addressing that. He already got one coming, the one from Kent State. So he's already satisfied the interior on the right side. On the right side of Shedeur. He's already satisfied it already. The guy, like I told you, he looks like Richie Incognito. So he's already satisfied it. He got some more coming. So he gotta make sure the offensive line, he gotta have a Tom Brady type offensive line. The next step is he got to address the running game. It looks like he did already. And I'm not sure if that player from Jackson State is going to commit or not. There's another running back from Jackson State. He may commit. I'm not sure. So you got to do the running game. But the running game will open up if you got the right offensive line. The offensive line is damn near the heart of the team because you got to protect the quarterback. Number two, you got to get the defensive line straight. He need a certain look to the defensive line. He already had at Jackson State. He needs a certain look. Once he get that, then he's on to the secondary. I mean, he's on to the linebackers. It looks like he got a couple pieces to the defensive line straight now. Because remember, they only have 4 defensive linemen right now. The rest hit the transfer portal. But remember, the other ones are coming. He got to get the defensive line straight. The next thing is the linebackers. And I'm sure he got that straight. He already got the secondary straight already. Remember, his son hasn't graduated yet. I think he's graduating right now. He's getting ready to. And once he graduates, he will enroll at Colorado as a graduate student. Okay, the kid has already played it in the Power 5. Remember, his first stop was the Gamecocks. He was a South Carolina Gamecock, and he did very well. So the secondary is satisfied. Kermani McLean is coming. He getting ready to graduate. And he got his son. And then he got number 7. And he going to have a few more in the secondary. And then he got Travis Hunter. So he's straight. Kermani, he's straight in the secondary. And what else he need? He's already straight with the special teams. And another thing, Mata, the kicker, I'm not sure who's going to actually, what he going to do at the kicking position. He may have a little pressure there because, a former NFL kicker's son is there. So, and he has a good relationship with him. So, but the thing is, Mata is the kicker. See, y'all might not know, but Mata's an NFL kicker. I know he got blocked. I know he got blocked in the spring game. That's not his fault. There's something faltered there. It's not on him. He made second team all SWAC straight off the school bus. The man, he had just turned 17 and made second team all SWAC. He doesn't miss. The only time he did miss is when they blocked his field goal attempt, and it wasn't his fault. But other than that, he never missed. And it was one game that he had player of the game because he scored the most points. In my mind, he should have made second. He should have made first team all SWAC, but he made second team all SWAC. He's an assassin for a kicker. I've seen him kick 50-yarders in his sleep. He's very accurate. So he got the kicking position straight. And that's pretty much it. And then he's going to have the second string, third string, fourth string. And that's pretty much it. And he's going to compete. See, a lot of people trying to say he's not going to compete this year. No, he's going to win more than 4 games. It's just going to be a surprise to people, but it's not going to be a surprise to me because all he got to do is bring the players in. Now, can he win more than 4 games with the players, with the team, how it's structured now? No. He got to bring more. He got to bring a certain type of player in. And then he's going to win more than 4 games. I'll tell you that right now. I can take that to the bank. He'll win more than 4 games. Anything after that, like I said, I'm not predicting, but don't be surprised if he win that first game against TCU. Because he's at the drawing board. He knows exactly how to beat him. He just needs the personnel to beat him, and he can beat him. The issue is if TCU get at Shedeur and rough him up, then they probably going to lose. So he got to address that offensive line. Shedeur, if he has pro aspirations, he's going to have to get rid of that ball no more than 2.5, 3 seconds in the pocket. He got to get rid of that ball, especially on that level. But it's interesting to follow though. And it's interesting. I make a lot of videos, right? But I like listening to the vloggers be hating and stuff. It's hilarious. Because let me tell you something. They lose a game, you going to hear it. You going to hear it. I knew he wasn't cut out. I knew that Jackson State is not Power 5. Well, they must not know history. I'm going to explain it to you in a second. I laugh at them when they say that. Shedeur played in the he played in HBCU level. This is the Power 5 now. And I laugh because I don't know if it's their age. It might be their age and they didn't do their history. It might be their age. So I just laugh at it. Or they might not know football. So I just laugh. So I said there's a space there that I can vlog on. Because some of these vloggers, they really don't know football like they think they do. You don't have to play football to know football, just by the way. You don't. It'll be nice if you at least played a little bit. But if you've been watching football long enough and you know how it goes, then you should know what you're talking about. But when they say that, he played at Jackson State, this is the Power 5. No. Football is football. Even Shiloh said it. He said he played at the Power 5. He said the only difference is the linemen are a little faster, and that's it. That's it. He was still knocking people's heads off. I mean, he got hurt, though, but here's the thing. When I'm going to tell the people this. Okay, he did play. They did compete at the HBCU level. They are at the Power 5 level now. The only difference between HBCUs and most Power Fives is money. That's it. Money. When you have money, you can go get the best talent. When you got money, you can go get the best names out of high school. But that don't mean they're gonna do anything when they get to college. And here's where I really get them. Find out where Jerry Rice went to school. Find out where Sweetness went to school. I'm not even going to say his name. You should know who Sweetness is. Rest in peace. Find out where he went to school. I'll tell you. He went to Jackson State. Find out. You know the guy from Alcorn State. Should I say his name? He's no longer with us either. You remember the Music City Miracle? Anybody remember that? The Music City Miracle. Steve Air McNair. He went to Alcorn State. It doesn't matter if you went to HBC. It doesn't matter. If you can play, you can play. It don't matter where you go to school. If you can play, you can play. If you suck, it don't matter if you're in the Power 5. You're going to suck on the Power 5 level. Don't matter. Football is football. So that should see, that's when you hear people saying, oh, he's not going to be able to do well. He don't know. It's going to take him 5 years to start winning. You just laugh at him. First of all, when you're talking about Deion Sanders, you're not talking about a regular coach. He has something that most coaches on the Power 5 don't have. First of all, he played the game. Some coaches did play the game. Well, he got a gold jacket. That means that his mentality went to another level, which means that he knows how to win. Now, here's the thing about this. Sometimes elite players like Michael Jordan or whatever, they might not do well as coaches because they don't have the patience to coach people that's not on their level. Well, guess what? Coach Prime don't have the patience either. He just get rid of you and go get somebody that's on his level. So, yes, they are going to win. And he has put the Pac-12 on notice. They are going to win. And what he'll do is he'll just figure out how to get those players there. Okay, I need a certain lineman that can do this. Let me find them somewhere in the world, and I'm gonna get them to Colorado. That's the difference between Coach Prime and everybody else. He's already done it already at Jackson State. Okay, he did at Jackson State. It's not a Power 5. Well, like I told you, Steve McNair played at Alcorn State. It doesn't matter if it's not a Power 5. Don't matter. Doesn't matter. Talent is talent. Football is football. Football is football. So that's, like I said, it's just probably my age, right? When these people vlogging, they probably not as old as I am. And they probably like sitting here like they don't know what they talk. First of all, they don't know what they're talking about. It don't matter your age. Let me just say that. You should know your history. You should. If you're going to talk about it, you should know. You should know some of the greatest football players did not play on the Power 5. And some of the greatest football players didn't even get drafted in the first round. They got drafted in the 4th round. So it doesn't matter. As long as if you're good, you're good. The only problem with the HBCU level is people tend to favor the college players that play at the Power 5. Like they're going to favor a SEC player than a SWAC player. They're going to be biased. Okay, this player, he played in the SEC. Okay, so we're going to give him a look first. But if you're good, you're exceptional, you will get the shot. So it might, your path, your trajectory might be a little bit harder, but you will get the shot. But my point is, if Coach Prime could win back-to-back SWAC championships, oh man, he put the Pac-12 on notice. Just to let y'all know. Remember I said it. He put them on notice. Okay, that's not by accident that he won the SWAC 2 years in a row. It's not by accident. He just knows how to win. He knows, okay, I need to get this player. I need to get this player. I need to get this player. And he might be the coach that will shorten the talent gap between some of these players in the Pac-12. They might be more willing to go play with Deion now. I'm not sure. I'm going to see within the next couple of years if he'll be able to pull it off. But he's not even trying. He's going to get players from Florida, just to let y'all know. He has a plug in Florida. He's going to get a lot of his players in Florida, in the South. That's where he's going to get a lot of his players. And it's a mentality thing. Football is a mentality thing. You know, everybody can run. Everybody can catch. Everybody can throw. But you need a certain type of mentality to get to the next level. That's what he's looking for. And he'll find it. He'll find it. And you're going to see a different Colorado team in 2023, 2024. And by the next year after that, look for him to be the top 2 or 3 in the Pac-12. Easy. Everybody knows that. That's why you got one of those college coaches hating on him right now. Talking about, well, I'm not worried about the transfer portal. Yeah, you hating because you know what's coming. That's pretty much it. Yeah, a lot of players are leaving. The same thing happened with, what is his name? Lincoln Riley, when he went to USC. He cleaned house. He brought his quarterback with him, didn't he? The Heisman Trophy winner. Oklahoma. He brought his quarterback with him, and he got some of the players he wanted in there. Same thing. That's when that whole clause came in, like a new incoming college coach has the right to bring in and recruit players and let players go. But the clause is those players that he let go, they can either transfer to another school or stay with the school, don't play football, but they still have scholarship. It's a clause that he utilized. Lincoln Riley. But the same thing happened though. But if you do the history, when you're talking on Deion, you can see it on YouTube because they vlog everything. His son vlogs everything. Just go back to when he started at Jackson State. And a matter of fact, you can go to Jackson State website right now, go to 2019 roster, and then go to the roster when he started. Most of them players are not there. Almost all of them are gone when he took over. And literally in that fall camp, the summer camp right before the season started, all of them came in. It was like a busload of players came in. So he's going to do it again. That's how he's going to do it. So yeah, he probably wanted Montana Lemonious-Craig to stay, but trust me, he can replace him. He'll have more. He'll have another one coming. Definitely. It's just the way football is. And Coach Prime, he's able to be a coach. See, I thought when he took over Jackson State, I thought this was going to happen because he played at the highest level, right? And I thought he was going to struggle because sometimes they do struggle because they don't have the patience to deal with people that's not on their level or whatever. So they have a hard time adjusting to being coaches, but he didn't have a hard time. And another thing that he relates to these kids. He relates to them. They love him. They think he's cool. He talks their language. He knows, and trust me, that he put the Pac-12 on notice. I'm just letting y'all know. So he has that ability to relate to the young people because he's cool. He listens to their music. He's cool. They want to play for him. And he will find those dogs. And they coming. Trust me, midsummer, they're coming by the busload. I'm just letting y'all know. Yeah, the spring game didn't have that many players. You wait till midsummer. Wait till midsummer. He going to have that team looking like Alabama. I'm just letting you know. That offensive, he going to make sure he has an offensive line that's going to protect his son. He's going to make sure of it. He's going to have to. Because if they can't protect Shador, I mean, it's going to be interception city if they don't protect him, or he'll get hurt. Especially like Shiloh said, his other son. The only difference is them linemen are a little bigger and faster on the Power 5 level. That's the only difference. Because remember, the Power 5, what separates them from Jackson State is the money. So they have the ability to go out there and get those fast and big players, right? So that's the only difference is the linemen. So them linemen of USC, I don't know if you've seen USC practice. If they get the Shador, it's going to be a problem. It's going to be a problem. And Dion knows that. Coach Prime knows that. So they got to address that offensive line. Because if they get to him, they're not going to win. There's no way. They're not going to be in contention. But if they protect him, and he got at least 2 to 3 seconds to get rid of that ball, mainly 2 seconds, he'll be fine. The coverage, he got that already taken care of. I'm just a little bit worried because the cornerbacks are a little small for my liking. They need to bulk up some more, but they should be fine. Barring any injuries, they should be fine. And the defensive line, obviously, he only had 4 defensive linemen there now because the rest hit the portal. So he got to have those defensive linemen coming in by the summertime. They're coming. Definitely coming. I think he would remember it was a video vlog where he was reading off the names. He said at least 50 names on the list that's on their way. So yes, he got to make room to get those scholarships. So the more leave, the more opportunity he have for the scholarship. But he also has that rule at his disposal where he can tell the kids, like, look, you're not cutting the mustard, but you can stay here. If you like Colorado, you can still go to school for free. So he has that at his disposal. But he's trying to win this year. That's why people are scratching their heads like, oh, that's not possible. I'm trying to tell you, go to YouTube. Everybody got YouTube. Go to, what's the page? Well Off Media, his son. Just go to his son's page and scroll down to when he first started at Jackson State, and you'll see he won damn near immediately. Now the first year he had a little hiccups though, I ain't gonna lie to you, but that second year and third year he won, and he was undefeated. The third year undefeated. So go look at his history and you'll see. He said, oh, we got beat in the secondary that game. Oh, I know exactly how to fix it. So, remember, he's not just a head coach. It's almost like he's a defensive coordinator as a head coach. Remember, he was the best cornerback ever. Damn near ever. Yes, you got your Charles Woodsons. You got your Revis Islands, of course. I'm a Jets fan, so you know I'm going to be biased with Revis Island, Darrelle Revis. You know, you got your Troy Polamalu's and all that. It's only one prime. This man used to run back punts in the fourth quarter when everybody tired. He never got tired. And that's what he's going to do. You know those steps in Colorado? This is what the team probably don't know yet. But if they did their history, they know. Oh, he gonna have him running up them steps in the summertime. Just to let y'all know, them steps, that stadium. Oh, they running them state. They gonna run that stadium until they pass out. Because the reason why he's doing that is because he want to play a fast game where the other team is like tired, and he's switching people out in and out interchangeably to where they playing a fast game and the other team is tired. That's how he gonna win. I'm just telling you. They gonna run them stairs. And that altitude as well. Oh, that's a blessing to them to have that and playing in that altitude. And had them kids run them stairs. They gonna be in supreme shape. Wait till the summertime. That's why he's laughing and having a good time at the spring game. Everybody like, damn, your team looks small as fuck. And I'm like, damn, do people do any type of research? It was funny what he did at Jackson State. I mean, I never seen so many players leave like that. It was crazy. It was almost like they all vanished. He came in and all the players vanished. It was crazy. And the next thing you know, out of the thin blue sky, he had all these big ass offensive linemen there, just like happened overnight. It was crazy. So that's what he's gonna do there. He said, "Oh, you think we're small, huh? Okay." But yeah, man, I just wanted to come on real quick. Yeah, you're gonna have players decommitting. You're gonna have players committing and flipping, and that's just the game. You're gonna have players doing that. I heard that you said Juju Johnson decommitted. That's not a problem. He gonna have players. Trust me. There's a bottomless pit of talent pool out there in the United States. Oh, and remember, he don't just recruit in the United States. He also go overseas. Had a player played at Jackson State that was from Germany. So trust me, he's going to find them. Y'all will see. And look, that's why I'm vlogging. I can't wait till the season start. I can't wait. Because some of these vlogs don't know what they're talking about. All they got to do is go to Well Off Media and go back to the old videos. Just go to Wikipedia and find out when he was the coach at Jackson State. When did he take over? Okay, so boom. So scroll back down and look at the process on how he did it. And look at how many players vanished. How many players left the team. He said, "Oh, you're not cutting the mustard. You can't stay here." Oh, you ain't doing well in school? You can't stay here. You're suspended. I've seen him he didn't even play his son in one of the games because he was late for practice. So that's what it is. When he say that he's bringing in the dogs, he's not lying. He's bringing in the dogs. I would have loved to see Shane Hooks come to Colorado. I think he's an NFL prospect. I call him Mr. Red Zone. I would have loved to see him come there, but he's going to Ole Miss. And he's going to do well at Ole Miss. And then his other linebacker, I would have loved to see him come to Colorado, but he's going to Texas A&M. He's going there. So, but other than that, I can't wait for the season. And eventually I'm going to make my way up there to talk shit. Eventually. Oh, don't let them beat TCU. Oh, I'm going to talk shit. I'm just letting y'all know. I'm going to be talking shit during the game and after the game. Because they're going to beat, just to let y'all know, they're beating at TCU. They're beating them. They're going to beat them. I'm letting you know now. Oh my God, it's just a miracle. I just can't believe he beat him. It's not a miracle. He went and got the players. That's it. That's it. That's all you got to do. That's all you got to do. Oh, USC got this type of wide receiver. Oh, let me go find one just like him then. Let me go do that. And he's going to do it. He did at Jackson State. Listen, he had Jackson State players that could have played on the Power 5. You know the reason why they didn't play on the Power 5? Because they chose to go to Jackson State. That's why. They could have easily went to Alabama. They could have went to Auburn. They could have went to Florida State. But they went to Jackson State. He had a lot of players there that if it wasn't for him coaching at Jackson State, they would have been on the Power 5. If he didn't coach at Jackson State, Travis Hunter would have been playing at Florida State right now. He already got Power 5 players. And that's what I'm saying. I don't understand what people are talking about. I really don't. So guess what? That TCU game, mark your calendar, because I'm going to be right here talking shit to all. I'm going to start naming the vloggers. I'm going to start naming them. I got a list. I'm going to start naming them. I said, listen, he's going to win. Now, listen. He beat TCU is not even the same damn team than the team that played for the national title. They're not the same team. They don't have the same quarterback. They're not the same. They're rebuilding kind of themselves. It's not the same team, but they're still a good team. He's going to beat them. I'm telling you, they're going to beat them. You're going to see something. Now watch this. It's up to Coach Prime. I'm not sure what he's going to do. I'm not in his head. Shador has 2 seasons left, maybe 3. He can play as a graduate student. It just depends on, because he's going to graduate early too. For people that don't know, he's going to graduate early. They're really good students because his son graduated early. What's his name? Shiloh. So he's coming into Colorado as a graduate student. So Shador will probably be graduating after this season, which means that he'll have 2 years of eligibility left as a graduate student. It just depends on what he do this year and how he develops on whether he wants to try the NFL. After that, his next offer is the NFL. I'm talking about Coach Prime. If he gets this team and builds this team and get them on the top of the Pac-12 in a national title contention, he's on his way to the NFL. They're not going to keep him. He's destined for the NFL, or he's destined to go back to Florida State. I'm just letting y'all know. But honestly, the way he's talking, he's staying at Colorado. He's not leaving. If that's the case, within the next 2 to 3 years, he will have them playing in a bowl game. That's a fact. He's going to have them playing in a bowl game. They're going to be at the top of the Pac-12. It's a little stretch, but national title. It's a little stretch, though, but if he get the right pieces and the right components, that's what he's looking for. But he's trying to win first year, though. He's trying to win the first year. And it's not, like I said, it's not out of the realm of possibility because he's not a regular coach. I don't know what these analysts talk about. They acting like he's a regular guy. I don't understand this. What do these youngins know? And do they know anything? Let me tell y'all something. Let's listen to me. This guy not only played football, he played baseball at the same damn time at a high level. There's only a couple players that's able to do it when you think about it. It's him and Bo Jackson. Yeah, Charlie Ward, he played with the New York Knicks. He was a quarterback, Heisman at Florida State. We know that. But when you talk about the greatest 2-sport athletes of all time, it's him and Bo Jackson. That's it. That's it. Yeah, there's others, but no, him and Bo Jackson. That's it. They cut from a different cloth. They think differently. But the difference with Deion is he was able to adapt to this modern game. And these players, he knows how to talk to them. They relate to him. He's listen, you know what he really is? He's a motivational speaker moonlighting as a coach. He's a motivational speaker. He's not a head coach. He's different. He be working. If you notice when he be talking to the team, he's like hypnotizing them. This shit is I'm telling you, I saw him do it at Jackson State. He hypnotized them. He had these players thinking NFL. They were running over people in the SWAC. That's why the colleges were mad. And then you saw the one coach didn't want to shake his hand after the game because the team whooped his ass. It's because he brainwashed these kids. I don't know how he did it. It's like these kids, they were on another level. Go look at their spring game. I mean, not the spring game. The game when Jackson State had their homecoming game when Snoop Dogg was there. And Yellow Beezy was out there. He was rapping on. Look at how they came out. And look at how he was acting, like he was like dancing with the music. Listen, he's not average. He's going to win in the Pac-12. I'm trying to tell you. He's going to win. It don't matter how many people leave. Don't matter. Don't you know that he got access to former NFL players' kids? What you think they're going to play for? He got a lot of connections. I'm telling you, at these high schools in Florida. I'm telling you. He's bringing the dogs in. That's why these college, you saw the spring game. Somebody said, but Lemonious-Craig, he caught those big passes. He caught him against like the second. It don't matter. That team, listen, the team, they're not there yet. I'm just trying to tell you. They're not there yet. They're on the way. I'm telling you, they're on the way. So I don't know when I'm going to go live again. Like I said, it's my first time. When the team gets there, when they start enrolling, and some of them going to start taking summer courses. When they start enrolling, and you start seeing them work out and see how bigger they get, then I'm going to come back. I'm like, I told you. When you start seeing them defensive ends looking like Lawrence Taylor, I'm going to be like, I told you so. I told you. So that's pretty much it. Don't matter if they came from Jackson State. Freaking Sweetness came from Jackson State. Arguably the greatest running back of all time, Walter Payton. Are you crazy? He came from Jackson State. Rest in peace to him. Sweetness. Most of these players, like I said, he had Power 5 players on his team. That's pretty much how they ran the gambit that's pretty much how they ran the gambit in the SWAC. That's why some of the coaches were mad. They were hating on him. Because he was only, those players wanted to come there to play for him. I mean, he freaking recruited a 5-star kicker. Yeah, Mata. He might be small. He look like he's about 14. He's a 5-star kicker. 5-star. And he will be at the next level playing on Sunday eventually. If you don't know him yet, I want you to Google Martin Gramatica. Just Google him. Martin Gramatica. He kicks just like him. Guys, I'm out. I know. I can be their hype. I mean, it sounds like I'm their hype man, but I just know the history. I just know the history when he's at Jackson State and how he built that team. You know what I'm saying? He gonna have all the celebrities coming to the game. This shit's gonna be lit, yo. I'm just letting y'all know. Colorado it's lit now. It's lit. Okay? It's lit. It's gonna be funny because, that's a PWI, if you know what I mean. But he don't turn into something else. And it's gonna be funny to watch. No, Mata is a 5-star kicker. He was 5-star. See, you don't know what you're talking about. Yes, he was 5-star. He's a 5-star kicker out of Georgia. 5-star. Yes, he was. I know he don't look like it. You probably like, oh, he don't look like no 5-star kicker. Yes, he's a 5-star kicker. Yes. And all you got, what's the funny thing is, you might be a mole. You know why I say that you might be a mole? Because all you got to do is Google it. And you're going to sit up here and tell me no. Let me get up out of here. We got some moles coming. Guys, I will catch you on the next one. If you don't listen, let me get you up out of here. You are now banned because all you got to do is fucking Google it. That's all you got to do. Just Google it. He was a 5-star kick out of high school, but let me get you up out of here. I ain't no new jack to this. I got another page, man. My name is Maxwell V. Wonder the Third. No relation to Stevie. Well, let me get you up out of here. Now you hidden. So basically, when I hide you, right, I put you permanently in the bushes. Okay, you permanently in the bushes, so you can still listen, you can still comment, but ain't nobody gonna see your comment. So now, nope, you are permanently in the bushes. Chantel, you better tell them. I ain't no new jack to this. I got another page. Max V World Media. That's my other page. Yes, thank you. Mata was a 5-star kicker in high school. And this person, but basically, Jesse, Bess, that person is a mold. That person is there just to piss me off. That's all it is. And you would think to yourself, all you got to do is get on Google. All you got to do is get on Google and see if he's a 5-star kicker. He will, listen, he reminds me of Martin Gramatica. He's a NFL type kicker in the making. And let me tell you something else I did on my other channel. I predicted that he was going to go to Colorado. Everybody at Jackson say, oh, no, Max, you don't know what you're talking about. You don't know what you're talking about. He ain't going to Colorado, blah, 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 blah. Yes, he is. Why you think he went to Jackson State? And he's a 5-star. Just to play with Coach Prime. Now that Prime is at Colorado, where you think he going? So, I think what Prime is going to do, he may have Mata as the place kicker and have Jace Feely. You know Jace Feely. You know the last name Feely. His dad played in the NFL. Jace Feely is probably going to be the kickoff kicker or the long distance kicker. I'm not sure yet. So that's usually how it works. But they both going to be playing. And then you have the freshman kicker. In case somebody get hurt, you got an extra kicker. And he already got his punter already. He already got his long snapper. He got 2 long snappers. He got his 1 long snapper that did play on Colorado last year. He's keeping him. That's going to be his long snapper. The one that he was helping find an outfit. He's a long snapper. And he also have another long snapper that transferred from Jackson State. So he got 2 long snappers. So he's good in that department. So he's good on special teams already. I'm not sure who's going to be running back the punts and the kickoff returns. We're not sure yet. I think, I don't know. I wouldn't have Travis Hunter and Cormani McLean do it. They're a little light for me. I don't want to. They need to bulk up some more. I'm sorry. They need to bulk up some more for me, for my liking. They need to bulk up some more because they going. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if y'all looked and seen USC players. God damn them. They taking steroids. I mean, I'm not saying they taking steroids. I'm just saying they look like they're on roids or some shit. Damn. I mean, look like I'm like, damn, a running back like he every bit of 260. The hell. But and their running back right now that they have, the freshman, he need to hit them plate. He listen, they need to, I don't know how many calories they taking in. They need to hit the plate. They need to hit the plate and the weights. So that's what the summer work is. So there's no off season. Just letting the players know that's getting ready to have a nice summer. No. Listen to me. You're playing for Coach Prime now. There's no off season. Okay? There's no off season. There's no going back home, going with your girlfriend, nothing. You are going to be working in the summer. There's no off season. You might have 2 or 3 days off to go home. That's it. He expects you to come back to Colorado. So when I'm telling y'all right now, those players will be there in the summer working out. Yes, they are. There's no off season. He's running it like a Alabama team. That's how he's gonna be running it. There's no off season. Because I heard the players saying, yeah, we're gonna go take a break and come back for the summer. No. I heard Shane Koch say that. Yeah, I'm gonna go and get ready, for the. No, I don't know if it's Shane Koch that said. Somebody said it tomorrow. Yeah, we're going on the summer break. There's no summer break. There's none. Do you think NFL players had? No, there's no summer break. You work out 24/7. That's it. So I'm sure, everybody going home for the summer, but you ain't a regular student. You playing there. So you're going to be working out the whole time. That's it. So Well Off Media is going to be showing it. Them kids going to be working out over the summer. So, and even if they go home to relax, he expects them to be working out. Because I'm telling them right now, when they get back for training camp, them steps that you see, oh, you running up them steps. I'm just letting y'all know that. You running up them steps. So that's pretty much it, y'all. Yo, they going to be ready by September. You trust me, man. You're going to see a different Colorado team when they play TCU. You're going to see damn near Alabama type team out on that field. I'm telling you. Yeah, Weaver is good. They got a lot of good players that played on the Colorado team last year. I've been looking at them in practice. They're really going hard. And hopefully some of them stay. So, but if they don't, yeah, he's just going to replace. He's just going to find, they're just going to open up scholarships for him to negotiate and get the dogs in. So he's looking for, basically, here it's not really rocket science. When you talk about college football players, right, even NFL players, do you know there's levels to it? You have some players that they're good, right? They're good enough to get a Division I scholarship and get a free ride, right? But they don't care about football. It doesn't define them, right? They don't care about it. But they just happen to be good athletically where they can skate by and get a free scholarship and, you know, party and smoke. And just to let the players know, if you're smoking, you're going to pass out on them steps. I remember he said, I'm about to find out who was smoking on that break. But so you got that type of player, you know, they're athletic, you know, popular, they skate by, you know, they don't give a damn if they only won one game. It doesn't matter, you know, they taking pictures for the gram with the uniform on, you know, just to be a you're gone. You're gone. He's looking for dogs. He's looking for people that live, breathe, eat, sleep, shit, football. You understand me? He ain't lying. Who did he play for in college? The late, great Bobby Bowden. Didn't he? So he's old school. He's looking for you to shit football, sleep football. He's looking for you to think NFL. That's who he's looking for. He's not looking for the player that's just looking to take pictures for the gram, with, you know, looking cool in the football outfit. Don't give a damn if they don't get in the game or not, right? Like, who cares they only won one game? Who cares, right? I'm still on the football team. I look cool. I'm getting girls. No, you off the team. No, you off the team. He's looking for dogs. He's looking for people that live, eat, shit football. That's what he's looking for. That's who's coming in the summertime. That's why they're getting ready to win. Because the team, listen, you're only as good as the personnel that you have on the field, right? The coach, like, I don't know what it was. Maybe he just couldn't get the recruits in there. I don't know. But you cannot be walking cool around camp. You only won one game. That's bullshit. I'm old school, too. I wouldn't even show my face. But it's a different day and age. Like, fuck it, I play football. I'm cool. You know, look at me. But you got the right coach in there now because you want to be off the team. But if the players are there and they eat shit football, they're going to stay. You know? But, and that's pretty much it. That's what separates the Alabamas from the rest of the world. Their players, they're shit football. They sleep football. You see what I'm saying? That's the difference. And remember, everybody can run, jump, and all of that. It's your mentality to get you to the next level. That's what you're looking for. Guys, y'all have a good night. I don't talk long enough. I will be back live at some point. And yeah, man, y'all have a good night. Thank you for coming in.